Rosie's Knitting Shed. I'm Rosie and I am from Cumbria in the United Kingdom. It hasn't even been a week since the last podcasted, but I had some very sad news which I cried over like a baby last night. My Pearl Soho sweater, I had to bin, well in fact I burnt it because I got so annoyed with it. I put it in the fire. Yep, put it in the fire and burn it. It seemed to stretch. I always do my jumpers on 4mm needles with fingering weight yarn because I'm such a tight knitter. Whether my gauge has changed, I should have gauge swatched. I know, I should have gauge swatched, but I never do. And so I went to not block it because I knew it was going to be big. I just went to soak it and lay it out. And then I tried it on. It was near past my knees, so I was gutted. So I tried taking it back and to reuse the yarn, and then it all just seemed to go like Pete on. And I was like trying to ravel it up, and bits were coming off everywhere. And what I even tried doing is I tried drying it in the dryer to see if it would tighten up. But then I was so scared it would felt. But I kept it in there for about 15 minutes and nothing changed. And all the neck seemed to be like saggy and yeah, so it's my own fault. I should have gauge swatched. Maybe my gauge has changed since I started really. Probably looser. So yeah, so I cried. I had a sob. Didn't even cry when my hamster died. Which I feel awful for now. Crying over the jumper, but not my hamster, which is buried in the garden in his little house. Aww. But yeah, so yeah, like a baby. But yeah, so I was gutted. But then my mum was like saying things go wrong. I'm like, yeah, but it's all right for you. It's taken me months. Thank you. And it's all my hand-dyed yarn that my first ever one. Yeah, I was gutted, but you live and learn. You live and learn. So this time, which leads on to my oh, the phone's ringing. We picked it up. So this leads on to my works in progress. So I cast on another jumper last night when I was feeling sorry for myself, and I already had the yarn. I got it for Christmas, and it's from my local yarn shop in Ulverston called Loopy, and it's wild wool, and it's really, really soft. It's wild wool, and it is, let me tell you now, 85% wool, 15% viscose, and in brackets nettle, so it's 15% nettle. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's grey, like I don't know whether you can see properly. So yeah, so I'm doing that, and my mum got me the pattern for Christmas as well. And it's this one, just a plain jumper really, and it is called the Kemp Town Sweater by Erica Knight. So after my thing last night with my other jumper, I thought I'd cast on something easy, something that would knit up quick, because I think it's worsted. Oh, Aaron. I'm doing it on 5mm needles. What the pattern says, I'm doing it on 5mm needles and keeping to the pattern. Yeah. So I have just finished the rib. No, I haven't finished. I'm halfway through the back, and it is seamed up. So I'm knitting the back. That would look cool, wouldn't it? Oh. If I have some left over, I'm going to make one. A headband. What was I saying? I've distracted myself now. So yeah, so it's knitted in panels and seamed up at the end. I don't mind seaming really, but I prefer to see it knitting up as a jumper rather than different parts, and at the end you have to seam it all up. I don't mind it, so it'll be alright. So yeah, so I've got that fag, only cast it on last night at 10 o'clock. So it's knitting up quite quickly, thank God. I needed something that would sell, like, satisfying after all that. Yeah. So I can't remember if I said the colourway, but the colourway is, now I can't pronounce it again. It is, I think it's Traipse, Traipse, and it's the number 703. So I've no idea if I'm saying that right. But yeah, so it's like a grey, like a granite grey. Yeah. So yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't all go wrong, because I don't think I can handle it again. I think I'm gonna end up quitting knitting. So yeah, so the next thing that I'm doing, I've shown before, and this is my early socks by by Julie Bray. That's it. Oh, the sun's blowing it out a bit. So it is like a raspberry pink and lime green, and the pattern there, like little arrows. So I've done one. So actually, it's a half finished object. Hold on, I'll put it on my sock blockers for you, so you can see properly. That's a bit better. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so it's like little arrows. It's dead cute. So yeah, but the pattern doesn't go down the foot. The pattern stops at the leg, and then it's just knitting. But I carried it on down leg, because what I do is I fold the leg anyway, so you won't be able to see it all. So usually I fold it down, so it's like an ankle type sock. And then when I wear my boots, I can pull them up. So yeah, so what I've done, because the pattern on the top is 63 stitches, and the pattern round the bottom is 62. This part's 62. So what I did was, when I got to the toe, I just got rid of one stitch on the top. So that just sorted it out, really. Because the pattern, yeah, I don't know why it's like that, but yeah. So they've worked out alright in the end. So I am up this far on my other one. And the yarn is Mothy on the Squid, and it is Elephant Hawk Moth. I think I said that wrong last time. I think I said Hall Moth, but it's Hawk Moth. Yeah, this colour's still not coming out right, is it? Well, you lot won't know, because you can't see it properly, can you? You've seen it through the thing. So yeah. So going on to what I am wearing. So this is the first jumper I ever made. And it is cables down the front to there, if you can see. And the rest is just plain knit. Cables round the back. And it's got a little toggles there. Yeah, so this is the Guernsey sweater by Debbie Bliss, and I did it in the Debbie Bliss Fine Donegal, in the fuchsia colourway, and I don't wear it that often because I feel like it makes me look quite broad and bulky round here. If I did it again, I would probably either do the size down or do something with the sleeves and decrease some more. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't wear it that often. I do really like it at the same time, but I just feel broad in it, so I'm like always trying to brush my sleeves down. Yeah, so it's quite comfy. I don't know if you can see it. So do stand up on this. Yeah, so at the bottom it's just a rib at the bottom, and then cables and a ribbed collar. I got the little buttons from a yarn festival I went to, Yarndale I think it was, in Yorkshire. yeah, Yarndale. Yeah, and they're just dead cute. But again, because I'm such a tight knitter, I can't remember what needles I did it on, because I was so tight when I first started. I think I did one of the largest sizes, and it's ended up sort of, it fits all right on my body. Yeah, but it took ages because I was doing one of the larger sizes, and it is seamed as well. So at the end, I had to seam it all up. It took me ages, but yeah, it's good. It was good for practicing seaming because I feel like I'm quite good at seaming now because it took that long. But yeah, so I love the details on it. I love the yarn. I think the yarn's beautiful. I would use it again, but the yarn split quite a lot because I was such a tight knitter when I first started. Every time I'd knit, I don't know why I'm doing this. Doing the action. Every time I was knitting, every other row it would break off, so I had that many ends to sew in by the end. But yeah, so it was worth it in the end, especially for my first jumper. It was good for my first jumper, really. Not blowing my own trumpet. But yeah, I'd never done cables before by the time I did it, but me and my mum did it like together. So we did a knit along together, and she had like an orangey colour, which was really nice. So yeah, she wears it hers all the time. I wanted to give her this, but then I was like, no, it's my first ever jumper, so. But yeah, so that's that. Yep, and now it's time to look at my socks and my feet. So, hold on. Now, I am trying to pull off the sandal sock look. Oh yeah, beautiful. But yeah, so these socks are just some rib socks I did. Oh, there we go. Oh, some rib socks I did. Easy peasy, just made them up as I went along. And it's no pattern really. And the yarn is Wendy Rum Fusion 4-ply in the Pike colourway. And it's quite tough yarn really. I've also got another pair out of these in like a pinky colour. Yeah, so these are one of my comfiest socks, but I wish I did the leg quite long, and it all looks a bit, when I roll it up, all looks a bit chunky. So yeah, but it's got the look of like hand spun, if you can see, which I really like. It isn't hand spun, it's machine done, but just got that handmade look. So yeah, so that's that. So I think I've gone through everything. I've gone through my trauma of last night, which was horrendous, and I hope I never have to deal with again. But yeah, so I'll speak to you next time, and thank you very much for watching. Yeah, bye. Oh, follow me on Instagram, and I have an Etsy shop if you want to favourite that. All the details should be down below. Like and subscribe.